The women's high jump final kicks us off in the field. Erika Kinsey of Sweden. 187 this season. Lisa Labiche of the Seychelles, their national record holder. The 23-year-old entering in. Isabelle Pooley from Great Britain, Northern Ireland. You will never see her not smiling, the British record holder. Looking forward to competing here in Portland. Sophie Schug of Sweden, their indoor champion. Priscilla Frederick of Antigua and Barbuda, their national record holder, indoors and out. Laverne Spencer from St. Lucia. Alicia Trost of Italy. Ariana Palsaiti of Lithuania, equal fifth in the world this year. And there's Kamila Litvinenko of Poland, the defending indoor champion. 197 this season. And the familiar name of Ruth Beitia of Spain. Twice the European champion, 26 times the Spanish champion, 201 at her best indoors. And Vashtai Cunningham of the US of A, the new world junior indoor record holder, 18 years old, and the world leader with 1.99 meters. So it's a good lineup in the women's high jump. And with Cunningham from the USA, there it is again, with Frederick being a non-starter. Should be an absolute treat, this. The Americans are absolutely flying. 8 golds already for the USA team, 15 in total. Ruth Beitia, Vashtai Cunningham. What can the young American do? And there is Vashtai Cunningham. Well, her father, her coach, Randall Cunningham, well, he was an award-winning American football quarterback who played for the Philadelphia Eagles. Her older brother's a high jumper as well, but 1.99 meters for that World Junior indoor record. And her father at the time was in the stands holding up motivational signs for the young athlete. So Erika Kinsey of Sweden then, she'll get us underway in this women's high jump final. 1.84 meters is the opening height. She went into semi-retirement a few years ago, played a little bit of ice hockey, but back in the sport, 1.84 meters. A good clearance, another athlete with an athletic father, a 7,500 point decathlete. Her coach and her husband, excuse me, Daniel Kinsey. Look very much like Stefan Holm. Stefan Holm to the right of the shot there in coaching duties for the Swedish high jump team. Labiche of the Seychelles then. Opening height of 1.84 meters. Oh, nice. A heptathlete. Who at her best has gone over 1.92, so Labiche. Safely over 1.84 meters. And there's the smile of Isabelle Pooley. 1.97 outdoors last year for the British athlete. Well, she gives it a breeze, but she's over. Saw her training partner, Robbie Grabars, grab a medal yesterday in the men's equivalent event. Would have been buoyed by that.
I hope she didn't join him on his night of celebration.
Schug of Sweden then. 1.94 this indoor season. That's a lifetime best for the 25-year-old. Opening at 1.84 meters. Well, so far, so good. 4 athletes, 4 clearances. Indeed, it is Stefan Holm there. I'm sure, Peter, you'll correct me, but does he have the greatest distance between the top of his head and the height that he's cleared?
It's equal, isn't it, with someone else? I can't remember. It's 56 centimetres. It's equal with someone else, but I can't think the other name.
Yeah, there were 2 small Americans going way back, Franklin Jacobs and also Ron Livers, who had the height differential record at one time. Yeah. And we're not always absolutely certain on the measurements, and we are the Americans and the Swedes, but there have been some other athletes who were not absolutely certain. But yeah, I mean, we had yesterday Ricky Robertson in the men's high jump, who's only, I think, 178 tall, so it helps to be tall, like Isabel Pooley, who's 6'3", but well, you also get some good short ones as well.
And Stefan Holm was definitely one of them. Spencer then, first attempt at 184. As we've been chatting about height differences. And the legend that is Stefan Holm of Sweden. Everybody nicely going clear at this opening height of 1 metre and 84.
Stefan Holm, a big student of high jump. He was an advocate of the 10,000 hours of practice, so he was rather put out when a certain Don Thomas came out of nowhere with his basketball shoes and won the world title in 2007.
Throst of Italy, first attempt at 1 metre and 84. Twice the European under-23 champion. Very tidy. Going back to Stefan Holm, if you ever get the chance, I'm sure athletic fans around the world, many would have watched it. Double foot hurdle bounding by Stefan Holm on YouTube. The hurdle height, I couldn't even tell you, it was absolutely huge, and he bounced over it like he had springs in his shoes when he was training. Absolutely phenomenal athlete. So we're ticking along nicely here, aren't we? Everybody clearing 184 as expected?
Yes, as you would expect. Palsati, the next one to go. Yes, Holm has his own website, and of course he had a great rivalry in Sweden with Stefan Strand, and there was a very big contrast. Strand very much taller than Holm, and they recorded every single time they'd met. Hundreds of times it seemed, well, not quite, but almost. And Holm had complete details on his website. He's probably got that YouTube type demonstration up there as well. Palsati, the first to fail then, was it? Yeah.
She was the first athlete to fail then at 184. World Student Games champion last year. She's equal 5th in the world, having gone over 197. Vinco of Poland then, the defending indoor champion. Co-holder of that world indoor title a couple of years ago with Maria Kashina. First attempt at 184. Oh, so she joins Palsati as the second athlete to fail at 1 metre and 84. She sits equal 5th on the world rankings with Palsati, so they're doing everything together at the moment. She'll come back for a second attempt. Ruth Beitia of Spain. She retired as planned at the end of August in 2012, but after a couple of months changed her mind, came back and has won 2 gold medals at the European Indoor and the World Championships. The familiar lean around the curve of the high jump run-in. Clear at 184.
Amazing longevity, Catherine, to still be performing at that high level, approaching 40.
Well, indeed. 36 years old. So, Vashtai Cunningham from the United States. First attempt at 1 metre and 84. No athletes hit the 2 metre barrier indoors this winter. This athlete's the closest, the world leader. 1 metre and 99, her first attempt to the competition. Oh, I love that. The speed, the more direct nature into the bar, Peter. Thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Second attempt at 184. And she follows Vashtai with going over. Both now clear. Pooley, third attempt at 1m89. Oh, well, she stays in the competition. The British athlete on the third attempt. Women's high jump final then continues. 1m89. Skog of Sweden, their national indoor champion. Well, it's at 193 now, the bar, and she likes it. And she goes over for the first time of asking. Other athletes have failed before her, but the Swedish athlete goes clear at 1m93. Her lifetime best is only 194. Stefan Holm giving advice. He went over 2m40 indoors, one of 7 men only to ever do that height in an indoor track and field environment. Amata, 193. No, 2 more attempts if needed. The IAAF qualifying for this World Indoor Final was a height of 197, which only 6 women in the world have been over. First attempt at 193. Oh yes. Second athlete over 1m93. Gives it a bit of a rattle. Beitia of Spain in the women's high jump final. First attempt at 1m93. All the heights so far have been first-time clearances, and that's another one for the experienced Spanish athlete. Vashtai Cunningham of the United States, her first attempt then at 1m93. Also a clear scorecard to this date. The tall American, so talented, just 18 years old, with that world junior record of 199 this winter. Oh, beautiful. She achieved the qualifying height of 1m97 after the official qualifying period by the IAAF, but of course invited to compete with that world lead of 1m99. Thrust of Italy, 1m96. Long loping strides, and she's over the Italian. A few failures at the height of 193 for some of the athletes, and that was her second clearance at 193. Vinco of Poland, second attempt at 193. Skog over, Spencer over, Trost over, and now she's over too. Tia's over, Cunningham's over. So we're getting some good clearances now, even though it was a second attempt for the Polish athlete. She's over the height of 1m93. Erika Kinsey of Sweden. Third time over 189. And once again, at a third attempt, attack to height. And the blonde Swede stays in the competition at 193. Her teammate Skog went over at the first time of asking, as did Spencer, as did Beitia and Cunningham. And we've seen Vinco go clear as well, and Trost. And now Kinsey. So let's catch up with the high jump. Vashtai of Lithuania. Oh, yes. Over at the third time of asking at 1.93 meters. Joining a nice little collection of athletes now over this height. So 1.96 meters. Vashtai Cunningham, a perfect scorecard for the young American. Oh, she continues. Oh, it is absolute textbook at the moment. From 184 all the way through to 196. Putting herself in a super position. Cunningham leading the way. Vinco of Poland, 1.96 meters. Her second attempt. She's seen Cunningham go over. Oh, and she joins up. But that's on the second attempt of asking. Could prove crucial as we're getting towards the 2-meter barrier and trying to sort out the medals. But the Polish athlete, the defending champion, over at 1.96 meters. Vashtai of Spain, looking to stay at the party. Her second attempt at 1.96 meters. Cunningham, Vinco have been over. No Spanish woman has ever won a world indoor title in athletics. Can she stay in with a chance? Yes, she can. So 3 over at 1.96 meters. Laverne Spencer of St. Lucia. No. That height of 1.96 meters, too much for Spencer here today. So she exits the competition. Throst Palsaiti will have 2 more attempts. Vashtai Cunningham of the USA, 1.99 meters. Ooh, she clips it off. It's her first failure of the afternoon. This new height, nobody at the moment, including Cunningham, has gone clear, but she'll be buoyed by Matthew Centrovitz's gold medal on the track. She'll have 2 more attempts if needed, but she's still in the gold medal position because that scorecard is perfect. So let's bring you up to speed. Palsaiti of Lithuania. This was her third attempt at 1.96 meters. And it kept her in the competition. Palsaiti goes over. Swings round, gives it a little brush. But the World Student Games champion last year breathes a sigh of relief. She's still in. Cunningham, second attempt, 1.99. No. So 1 more attempt at this height. But as I mentioned, she still is in the gold medal position, the youngster, with the clear scorecard all the way through to 1.96 meters. Palsaiti. No. Another failure for the Lithuanian. She gives the crowd a round of applause. Couldn't get over the height of 1.99 meters. Vinco of Poland shared that world indoor title 2 years ago, but to stay in the mix, no. So 3 failures for the gold medalist 2 years ago. She looks a bit sad about it, understandably so. But in third place at the moment. So Palsaiti's gone, Vinco's gone. Vashtai in the silver medal position. Last attempt. Can she be the first to go over 1.99? Oh, it was close. It was very close. But she picks up a silver medal which means your world indoor champion, the crowd responds, is 18-year-old Vashtai Cunningham. What a marvellous achievement. She cleared at every height. There's confirmation of Ruth Beitia's silver medal for Spain. But Vashtai Cunningham from the USA, she has a third attempt at 1.99 meters. It doesn't matter whether she clears or not because she went over 1.96 at the first time of asking to become world indoor champion. But this would tie her new world junior indoor record. 18 years old. Can she equal the new world indoor record? She has the gold medal. The US champion, 1 week later, is the world indoor champion. No, it's not to be for Vashtai Cunningham, but another medal for the US team. The crowd all around stand on their feet and congratulate her. What a story. Won the US Junior Olympics under-17s back in 2014, and at 18, 2 years later, is the world indoor champion. And let's tie up that high jump, the women's high jump. Vashtai Cunningham, 1.96 meters for gold, the 18-year-old, absolutely superb. It was a wonderful competition.